Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been starting a few of my episodes with a deep breath because common sense, brain cells, the let's see, the capability to have a full thought process and the encouragement and or enthusiasm to go out and learn and have an education or at least learn how to brainstorm has dissipated within the United States. That is one thing I have noticed, especially within the Republican religious area. And yeah, I was brought up in the church. I would say I'm Christian, but I'm more spiritual Christian now because after facing all of the brainwashing and the sexism and the stupidity from my church, who yeah, I'm saying my age, but yeah, going there for decades, yeah, and witnessing because real quick before I dive in, it's like after the whole Tesla show and tell in front of the White House, like part of me just thought, okay, that like the Republicans are going to start waking up. They're going to start realizing who is being played and how the rich just wants to take just the rich just wants to stay rich. That's it. And they want us to make more babies to make them more workers so that we can help them stay rich. They don't care about minimum wage. The orange man said it while he was doing his show and tell at McDonald's. Someone asked him. And that's why it's like I have the link in another video and stuff. So catch up. Like there's over 300 episodes, and I know more than likely most of you guys didn't watch. So go catch up. But it's crazy how a reporter asked him specifically about minimum wage. And he was like, "No, they don't need it raised. They love their job. They love working here. They love what they do. They make enough money." That is what he said. Not verbatim. I'm not quoting him, but go check it out. You'll see cuz yeah, some people are like you're lying, you're making it up. Years ago during COVID when I was like doing streaming because being bored at home, I was writing my novels, reading my books and everything like that. It got to a point where it's like I wanted to socialize. And but then there's these dating apps called Scout, Meet Me, and then even Plenty of Fish. They're all together as one, or they're separate, but they're kind of under the same branch or whatever. So I would be streaming and talking, and people would realize that I'm full blown Democrat. And that's one reason why, like, after the streaming, I realized when it comes to dating, I need to put my dating standards out there. And I will have the full story on that soon. But that's how I started posting. I will not date Republicans, Orange Man supporters, or conservatives or whatever. This is when I said that I want someone that is willing to adopt because a lot of men would tell me, no, don't have babies, just take care of mine, help me with mine. Or, ooh, you don't have any kids, you don't have any baby daddies. I have two or three baby mamas, but I was like, I'll tell you how to act. I got them trained. They know how to treat me. They know how to behave. And that's one reason why a lot of these men on these dating apps, they try to accuse me of being trans. They try to like drag me or tell me, and I say they try, but it's like the way that they drag me, they're like, you're trying to own a business, you're trying to publish books, who do you think you are? I think I'm an author, I think I'm an entrepreneur. Try again. But for a lot of them, they think that is being a man, being masculine. And I don't have the screenshots up yet, but I've had one a specific guy's screenshots in quite a few videos, and but different parts because It's like this is a guy that I actually responded to. I don't respond to over like 95 to 98% of messages, because once I see, oh, you're an ignorant, poorly educated fool that is just gullible to anything Fox News has to tell you. Okay, yeah, good for you. Good for you. But I just think it's interesting because like a lot of these guys, they always want to label me because I don't agree with what they think. And especially being on a dating site, a dating app, and also being in America, freedom of thought, speech, and representation for oneself. But no, no, not at all. And like the one reason I'm tying my situation with this article, because I'm going to tell the story in a second about what happened to this poor sweetheart, is because when I see posts about Mrs. Obama and people are like, oh, she's Big Mike, oh, she's a man, she's trans, she's a he, she, oh, it's like, yeah, no wonder. It's like she's probably going to run for president and then like basically show us she's another, oh, like Mr. Obama. And it's just like, how stupid, how arrogant, how ignorant, how naive. And especially with the whole masculinity of like, well, the imprint of masculinity of black women goes back to slavery. So like even with the trans community, it's like a lot of people put the racism within it, like the way they think women are supposed to look like kind of goes back to the history of slavery, because they think the masculine look, this is like cookie cutter stereotype, and the way a woman acts, like we're supposed to just be so feminine and gentle and soft and nice and never argue and don't have our own opinion and don't different for, or don't like separate our thought and opinion from the man. Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that. You're right. Bye. Boy, bye. Literally, boy, bye. Ha. And anyways, like with what happened with this young lady, and like what really irritates me, she worked for this company for 7 years. 7 years. And I'm just going to start off with this. Honey, sweetheart, get your money. Get your lawyer. Get your money. Because, okay, like I said, she's worked at this place for 7 years. Walmart, we all know of this company. And one day, she had to go to the restroom to, do her business. None of our business, which business or whatever. But she went in there, and we all know anyway. But while she was in there, all of a sudden she heard a loud male voice. And it wasn't like she's like her or her mother said, it wasn't the custodian representing her telling that they were like waiting or whatever, or there was a male presence or whatever, but it was a man yelling, calling her different type of like names and calling her trans. And oh, and wait a minute, I love my trans community too. And even if someone who was trans went to the restroom, I think, oh, that would get me heated, because it's just like, mind your business and let someone go to the restroom. It's like all of us go to the restroom. Just let us go to the restroom. And if that's where honey sweetheart feels more safe and security, because if they try to go into your restroom, if that man was in the men's restroom and a trans woman went into that stall, I don't think they would have felt safe. I don't think they would have been safe. with how he was screaming and yelling? No. He's a reason why the trans women need to go to our restroom because it's not safe going to there. It's like they don't think about that. It's like, okay, if you're so scared, like, instead of acting like that, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. But the thing is, she's a cis woman. She was born female. She's around 6 feet tall, which is stereotypically not feminine. Even she admits that, she's larger than most women. But to me, I'm like, honey boo boo, enjoy that height, enjoy those legs, enjoy being able to reach the top shelf. And like, because especially like with my disability and stuff, sometimes it's annoying when things are that I need are on the top shelf, and oh, I don't get help. Oh, I've taught myself how to improvise, but if I do need help, I'll get it, whatever. But anyway, it's like, I just want to make sure she knows to love herself and love the the uniqueness, because yeah, not a lot of women get to say that they're 6 feet. Some might be 6 feet in heels. It's like one of my older sisters, she is tall. And it's like when I was younger, I used to be like, ooh, I'm gonna be her height. Yay. It's like one day I get to be as tall as she. No, that didn't happen. No, that is like, no, like, mm-mm, mm-mm. I missed the mark by quite a few. No, nope, not at all. So, so I don't know. It's like, and sometimes even when I see my older sister walk around the kitchen and she's reaching shelves, and I'm just like, I gotta be on my tippy toes. What the crap? So I'm just saying, like, to all my tall women, to all of my women with broader shoulders and might even have slightly deeper voices, or just all my ladies that are not stereotypical female. And I say cookie cutter stereotypical, and I say stereotypical because all of us are different. If you're religious, just know God made us all different. Muhammad, like, yeah, Muhammad, Jesus, whatever, like, whatever you believe in. It's like, and from, like, remember, I got an anthropology minor. It's like, anthropologically, it's like we're all different. Our genes and the combinations of our genes are all going to be different. It's like the dominant gene's gonna probably sometimes skip a generation, or sometimes it's like there might have been blue eyes 3 or 4 or 5 generations ago, and you think, oh, okay, that's gone. Next thing you know, that baby comes out with the purest, bluest eyes. You're like, what the, like, and you have to promise he's the daddy, you know. But anyway, I just hope that this wonderful, lovely young lady loves herself. And it's like and I felt so bad because she had to take, like, she has anxiety. She had to take her anxiety medication, and I would have too. I understand. It's like part of me, like, I don't know if she's a hugger, but if I was working there and she told me this, I'd be like, girl, give me a hug. And or like I would have like asked her what her favorite treats are. And yeah, I mentioned this, like, with my ex-boyfriend, I would always buy his favorite candy, hide him around the house. Like, to me, I feel like once I know like your favorite treats, candies and stuff like that, is like that like, to me, that's showing care, empathy, love and stuff like that. So like, to me, I'm just like, okay, honey. It's like, what's your favorite drinks? What's your favorite snacks? And then after my shift, I would have like gone and gathered all of her favorites. Would have went to her locker, or not go in it, but right next to it. Like, probably I would have gotten the sticky note so I could write her name on it. Like, this is for you. You have a better day. Just watch your favorite Netflix and here's some snacks to go with it. That's what that is like. Because to me, having something like that happen to you, especially some of these no good, poorly educated, naive, stupid, imbecile men, it's like these men think they're red pill. No, you're idiotic. No, you're poorly educated. No, you're stupid. And It's like I keep saying I'm gonna go back to the nerd channel, but it's like I've been trying to do videos on this every day, finish my novel, get my greeting card. Like, yeah, I'm busy, but it's like I need to do book reviews, but also it's like a lot of people who are not educated within gender, sexuality, and sex and things like that. There are like each one has a different definition. And even when it comes to like on top of genes, it's like hormones and things like that. It's like, and then even XXY, like some people have XXY, and then some people are born more masculine, feminine, just naturally, personality wise. And so I don't know, sometimes I just wonder why, just why are we so determined to show so much hate to people? If you don't agree with someone being trans, just mind your business. Mind your business. And because, like, I love, oh my gosh, it's like, I remember, like, even with my promotional modeling, I worked with a, one or two. Because it's like, yeah, it's like, then, oh, one of them, oh, it's like whenever I got to work in, was it Chicago or Philadelphia? I think it was Philly. It's like, yeah, I was like, you know where I'm coming, and I was like, are you working it? And it's like, she was like, not yet. And so I give her all the information or whatever to see if there are any spots left. Next thing you know, I get to see her. And there was one time where it's like it was too late or whatever, but we still met up. And it's like, oh my gosh, she knows of the best and coolest like boutiques and stuff like that. So we got to roam around boutiques and stuff after the event or whatever. But it's just, to me, I'm like, they're human. We're all human. And it's like once you talk to them, meet them, you will see like they're beautiful people and amazing people. Some people are like, oh, they're sick, they're this. Like, okay, you kind of like, you're not all that perfect either. And then a lot of men want to judge trans women and stuff like that, or they want to say that's not in the Bible. While you're cheating on your wife, you want to say that's not in the Bible. Mm-hmm. Oh, and while, like, which dating app malfunctioned twice, twice during the Republican conventions. Yeah, God, well, bless your heart. Yeah, guess which ones? Guess which ones? Yeah. Mhm. And then, well, I have another thought, but I'm gonna wait until, yeah, I got the evidence with me too. But I don't know, just this young lady went and told a coworker. I don't know how higher up they were, but I believe they were a manager or higher up. But uh, just like the next week, when she went to work like normal, they called her in and told her they're letting her go because there's a risk, and that she didn't go and tell the proper manager. It's like, no, 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 no. Okay, so she did tell somebody. She did tell a leader. If she didn't tell the right one, usually management would come to her and be like, oh, yeah, well, can you tell this person what happened? Can we take the notes so that we can put this in our record? And also, what did he look like? Because if this happens again, we want to make sure you are safe. We want to make sure all of the women are safe. We want to make sure everybody is safe at our location at Walmart. Because to me, it sounds like they took his side. That's how it is for me. When this young lady literally had to take her anxiety medication because this man literally, like, it sounded like he entered the restroom, and the way he yelled and like the way she described it, I'm just like, no, 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 like if I was at that Walmart at that moment, at that time, I probably would have lost my job because I would have gotten his face. Don't you yell at my sweetheart. No, not today, Satan. Not today. And I guess this kind of ticks me off a little bit more because even on the dating apps, quite a few men have called me trans. And a lot of them say it's because I don't act feminine enough. I don't act right. I'm not behaving right. And I'm going to put some of the examples within this whole thing, whatever. But it's just crazy. Do you know how many men have got, like, oh, either that or some of these men can't read? Because even though I say I will not date a Republican or Orange Man supporter or conservative, whatever, I've had Democratic men call me trans because they're like, oh, you're an Orange Man lover. Dude, you're disgusting, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, did you read? Can you read? And this is why, yeah, our education, like, and this is why I tried so hard when I was in the inner city teaching and everything. I teach differently. I know some teachers hate me, don't like me, want to get rid of me, can't, like, hey. But at the same time, I have my MBA in teaching and training with technology. And I have studied, oh, and also certification and gamification. And one thing that I noticed with so many schools, they don't want kids to think, they just want Easter egg hunts of finding the right answer, filling in the blank, turning in the work. And then when I asked those kids, what did you learn from that? They told me nothing. So I teach totally differently. And I feel like if we could just teach kids to think, when they get to when they grow to be an adult, they wouldn't do something stupid like this. Because maybe they will brainstorm and think, okay, I think that person might be trans, but I am not going to just go into a restroom and yell at the top of my lungs and call her, like, because you know what? I don't know. And it's none of my business. Yeah, none that whatsoever. None of their business whatsoever. And I know I need to cover, because, yeah, there's some times where I put the images of these men calling me out of my name or call, like, and it's because I'm a cis woman. I was born a woman. At the same time, with all of the trauma that I've been through, I'm bullheaded. I am pure bullheaded. It's like, yeah, you would have thought that, yeah, it's like, yeah, astrology wise, there are moments, because, yeah, actually, I need to look up my rising and, yeah, it's like, I don't remember, like, I remember hearing about it and I was just like, okay, I know my main one, but I don't know the right. But sometimes I'm just like, if my rising is the bull, I'm not surprised. But yeah, I'm bullheaded and I'm stubborn, and a lot of men hate that. And I'm highly opinionated. It's highly opinionated. I'm always in the books. I'm always in, like, documentaries, and I'm always trying to absorb different information. And, like, I always hear how much men can't stand an educated woman. They don't want a smart woman. Do you know how many men I've heard that from? Do you know? And then especially with dating apps, I almost majority of them, I state I will not date an Orange Man supporter. If you've ever voted for the Orange Man, do not know. But then men don't read. Men are not, like, a lot of these men are not educated enough to observe and look at profiles. They just look at a picture and swipe. But then when I ask them, who did you vote for? Or when I see conservative on their profile, I used to be nice. Even this week, I was nice to a guy, and I'm like, Oh, well, I see you gave me the rose. I think this was on Hinge. You gave me the rose, but you're conservative, and I'm very much not conservative. So I hope you find your conservative princess, but I'm not her. Yeah. Yeah, let's just say his remarks are so disgusting. I can't post them anywhere. Yeah, or yeah, because I know this episode. I mean, I'm not monetized yet, but once I do, they'd be like, not this episode. No way. And it's like, I used to do that because I would want men to know, at least take the time, read a profile, look at it. And sometimes when I say that, men are like, oh, you must be trans. You must be a man. That must not be you. You're catfishing. No one that looks like you would be stupid enough to be a liberal. No one like would. There's like, there's no way that you would look like that and be a woman. Like you're not really a woman. You must have had surgery, or you're really a man behind that photo. Oh. It's disgusting. It's sad. It's despicable. And just so many other things. And you're going to see much more on this because I'm going to do the dating nightmares on this guy very, very soon because I'm seeing that I'm showing more of his screenshots. But just know that it started because, well, you know what? I'm just going to do a part two. This is the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.